I'm tired of these big name fitness influencers spreading bullshit information that derails your progress just because it's popular and sounds nice. That's why I created the Carnivore Coaching Community. There are tons of free nutrition and exercise resources that you can download to help keep you accountable and help you reach your goal. If you haven't joined yet, the link is in the description. Now, onto the video. No matter what the problem, the solution is just eat meat and avoid plants, right? Well, if it was that simple and just eat meat and avoid plants, then countries such as Japan should have far worse health outcomes than they do. The Japanese diet consists mainly of rice, noodles, and in-season vegetables and isn't too heavy on the meat, yet they're consistently amongst the healthiest populations. Why, you ask? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, they eat minimally processed foods, and the second is that they eat human-sized portions of food. To the first point, heavily processed foods are far worse than plants. I see a lot of people demonizing plants while simultaneously gorging on tons of heavily processed meats. These people are often very fat and very sick. Not all meats are created equal, and if you think that a diet that is high in very heavily processed meats is inherently better than a diet that is high in plants, you're wrong. There's a big difference between grass-finished steak and pasture-raised chicken and hot dogs and luncheon meat. People often love to throw around the phrase, don't blame butter for what the sugar did. Likewise, quit blaming vegetables for what the cookies, cake, and ice cream did. It wasn't the lettuce that made you fat and sick, it was the Mountain Dew and the Twinkies. To the second point, food quantity matters. Despite what a lot of idiots say you can overconsume meat, you can't just magically stuff your face and, because the only food you're stuffing your face with is meat, expect positive outcomes. The carnivore diet isn't magic. You still need to be mindful of how much you are eating. If you are a glutton and engage in gluttonous eating habits for a long enough period of time, you will get fat and you will get sick. If you show some restraint and consume human-sized portions of food, then you will be better able to maintain your weight if you are already at a healthy weight, or lose fat if you have excessive amounts of fat that needs to be lost. Now, let's take a look at some of the objective metrics between America and Japan. Obesity rates, America has 42.1%, which ranks 182nd, and Japan has 4.3, which ranks 7th. Life expectancy, America is 78.5, which ranks 40th in the world, and Japan is 84.3, which ranks 1st. All-cause cancer death rate, America is 102.55 per 100,000, Japan is 96.45 per 100,000. Coronary heart disease death rate, America is 73.49 per 100,000, and Japan is 30.62. Diabetes mellitus death rate, America 10.58 deaths per 100,000 population, Japan just 1.35. Endocrine disorder death rates, America 8.23 deaths per 100,000 population, Japan 2.36. Hypertension death rates, America 10.26 per 100,000 population, Japan only 1.07. Inflammatory heart disease death rate, America 5.64 per 100,000 population, Japan 2.08. Kidney disease death rate, America 13.08 deaths per 100,000 population, Japan 7.61. Liver disease death rate, America 8.98 per 100,000 population, Japan 4.78. Parkinson's disease death rate, America 4.55 per 100,000 population, Japan 2.33. Rheumatic heart disease death rate, America 0.55 per 100,000 population, Japan 0.4. Stroke death rate, America 22.27 per 100,000 population, Japan 23.21, so there's a point for America. And all of these, you can find them sourced at worldlifeexpectancy.com/world health rankings. If you're tired of being misled by influencers spreading bullshit information because it sounds nice, then join the Carnivore Coaching Community for honest advice without all the bullshit. The link will be down in the description.